What's going on? So today, real quick video, just doing an oil change in the Skyline, but we are switching to Valvoline. So let's get to it. Car's already hot, so now we just have to drain the oil. Takes 10W30 full synthetic. I use advanced full synthetic, but everybody uses Valvoline, so I mean Rob Dahm uses it, Dustin Williams uses it, so I figured why not? I'll try it and see if there's any difference. I know I've used other brands before in other cars, and I've noticed the difference. It revs quicker, which is surprising, but it makes sense. With same viscosity, it really doesn't, but it did make a difference. So I'm going to see if there's any difference with Valvoline. So let's drain the oil. So we get drain pan clean, any debris other than that little fuzzy. And then now, and we're using, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. We're using the OEM Nissan filter. The 55 YOA, I think. Yeah, 55 YOA. So now we just got to lift the car. I can reach it without it, so I may not even do that. Put the drain pan under it, drain it, change filter, and fill it. Oh, way tighter than that should have been. This is going to be, it's a 17 millimeter for the Nismo. Doing this by yourself is very, very difficult. Especially without trying to get burned. Oh yeah, that's hot. I wonder if I can use... So now, get some gloves. Try and help with that. Dirty. She's so dirty. So a little trick to get the oil filter to not spill any, because on these they're horizontal, is whenever you crack the line, you loosen it a little bit, and then the void or the suction from the fluid draining down will actually pull it out of the filter, and then whenever you loosen it, it'll only have like half an inch or half to a quarter of the actual oil in the filter, therefore not making it leak as much. So, if you've ever changed oil in the R32, you know how much fun it is. The oil filter will go right there, and it's a pain. It's a very much pain. And we got it out, so now we are going to put some oil in the new filter to just make sure there's a little bit in there. We can't fill it up, obviously, because if we do, then it's gonna leak out. So another good rule of thumb is a lot of people poke it right here, and there was actually a post whenever someone did that in the plastic. When they poked their finger through it, a piece of the plastic got down in there, and then the oil filter didn't catch it, and it cycled through the engine and actually destroyed the valve train. So it's always a good rule of thumb to never poke it. If you can, cut it from the side. But we are using Valvoline Advanced 10W30 murder oil for gasoline engines in stop and go, extreme temperatures, hauling, and towing. So, it's more or less just advanced full synthetic motor oil. So, that's nice. So we are going to, without really, so really all I wanted to do there is just get it on here, so that way you can always lube your O-ring. Some people say, oh, you don't have to do that. Always do it. It just makes it easier to get it off. So now we're going to go, should probably put my glove back on for this. So, like I said, if you've ever done this, you know how much of a pain in the kahunas it can be. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands, so got it back in. Had to move the boost lines, just move them out of the way to get it in. It's if you've never done it, it's such a pain. I can't put into words how much of a pain it is. So yeah, now we're gonna fill it up. But before you fill it up, you need to 1, put your drain plug back in, or else you'll lose all your oil. And you don't want that. And I got a magnetic Nismo. If it'll focus. Anyways, a magnetic Nismo. We got nothing on the end, which is good. So, now, we just have to get under here and put it in. And then pull our oil out. Not spilling any of it. And that is wipe down anything that drips. This tends to drip at the back a little bit just because of the nature of it. You can't avoid it all. Gotta catch them all. Pull it out. Now, gonna let her down. Daytona jack. Long reach, which if you have a lowered car, if you have any car, buy an extended jack. My hands are oily. So now we are going to fill her up with some Valvoline. I'm going to have to prop this up to do so. Don't do that. Very front. So now we just got that in, and my camera is a little foggy because it's so hot out. Let's see if that's any better. So extreme temperatures. I live in North Carolina, so that kind of applies because it gets hotter than hot here. I don't tow or haul. Stop and go, that's anywhere. Full synthetic, extra detergents to help fight sludge and deposits. Superior antioxidants, resist motor oil breakdown in extreme conditions. So cold or hot, but this is saying extreme temperatures, which is showing hot, fire for hot, cold for cold, or snowflake for extreme cold. Improve innovative anti-wear additives. And let's see, looking for a different level of protection. Full synthetic, high mileage with max life technology. This is just regular Valvoline, full synthetic, 10W30. So it's still advanced, but well, synthetic and good. But the high mileage stuff just is supposedly to have a higher zinc content in it, so that way, if metal on metal were to happen, the zinc goes in between that metal and metal, and it rides on the zinc instead of the metal, which is what your oil does. But if it's higher zinc content, it helps protect that even better. So yeah, let's see, we are all filled up, so that's tight, cleaned up. I did spill some here, try not to do that, but that's all good to go. And get my gloves. I would invest in getting like one of these gloves with a little grippy texture on them. It helps for grabbing oil filters, and whenever they're hot, you don't burn your hands. So I have a stink bug flying around in here. So next is to drain the oil back into the container, take it to AutoZone, get rid of it, which I'm not going to film that, don't need to, and then drive it and see if you can feel a difference or not. And I will be taking you guys along, so thank you, and let's get to driving it. So first try with the new oil. and still pulls the same. Not really any different. I didn't think there would be. That was in my 240 about 3 years ago, so a little different. But as you can see, they're different, nice, smooth. One thing I really think that I like or saw on Rob Dom's video is that whenever he broke down the 4-rotor, that the oil was actually not super thick, but it was stuck on the side of the cylinder walls, meaning that when the car's off, it's still lubed. It's not running down back into the pan all the way. So, thanks for watching. Super simple video, but it's content. So, if you liked what you see, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.